Arknights Endfield just rolled out an update that very few of us were expecting to see. Not just that, but so did Neverness to Everness. Yeah, we got a banger video here, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. I think my most recent review, I did my Gamescom video. I did one just a couple days ago. Yes, this was my video. This was the video I did from Tokyo Game Show, where I showcased the various changes that had been made between the version we played at Gamescom that was sponsored for and the version we played at TGS. How the entire intro was overhauled, how they had different mechanics, how they had different ways of showcasing and introducing you to different features, and how at the end there was a giant boss battle where you had the inclusion of 3 other characters. I thought that was really cool. I thought it was really different, but I actually thought the game was ready. I thought the game was like, at that juncture they were good to go, right? Because I was up on stage. I mean, I showed this in a tweet here, right? They had me up on stage, literally in front of thousands of people, walking people through the game, walking people through, you know, the various different aspects of it, and then showcasing all the different intricate elements that make the game really cool. So I had a blast doing it. That was like one of the coolest fucking experiences of my life, man. But I was up there doing all of this, and I played it, and I'm like, damn, that is a finished game. And then I played it again at the Tokyo Game Show here, where once again they had me here for this. They cordoned off an area for me to record all the footage I needed, because I mean, I'm paid to do lots of sponsored videos for a lot of different games. So I played this, and I'm like, wow, they actually managed to even improve it further. Holy crap. This game is so freaking ready to release, dude. And then I think, didn't they go on to make an announcement that the game was releasing like 2026? Or am I misremembering? You can wishlist now on the PlayStation Store. Yeah, so they made this tweet. This tweet was made, was revealed via Apple, right? Like the Apple event that happened, announced an early 2026 launch window. So here I am playing very finished, very complete versions of the game. Then here they are announcing, you know, in the next several months, the game is going to be released and playable. And then out of nowhere, they decide to announce, hey, Beta Test 2 special program will be live on October 31st. New journey is about to begin. We look forward to seeing you there. You can watch it live, and you can follow them, etc., etc. Beta Test special program. They are holding an official Beta Test 2. That is wild. I didn't see that coming. I never expected to get a second beta test for global. I thought the game was ready. I thought the game was complete, and I was like, dude, I'm setting aside some time to play this. And then here they are, beta test 2, and you best bet a certain someone who's going to be there showcasing all the differences, all the changes to the game. Yeah, he will be. Papa Stix has y'all covered, chat, like always. For releasing the game, shouldn't they do a beta to test the payment methods? As long as they don't go ahead and change the gacha rates, right? But I do wonder the changes that are going to be made to the game, because during the TGS experience, they only gave you access to like an hour of the intro, or less than an hour of the intro, really, and like it was a significant overhaul, but at the same time, like, it was very finite. We didn't get to experience the open world. We didn't get to test out the other characters or see the gacha shop or anything like that. So I guess in this final test phase, this exists here to make sure all the kinks are ironed out, to make sure that the shop is palatable, and to make sure that people are okay with the gacha rates and okay with the combat system alteration with the new dodge and everything, and, you know, just to kind of make sure that everything goes over and is received well, because they still have time to change anything they need to change, because the game's not releasing for at least, what, I'd say 3 to 4 months. So there's sufficient time here. They only get one chance after all. I will showcase the updated swimming. I will. You best bet I will. So I actually made a tweet saying Arknights Endfield just confirmed they're going to be holding a second beta test before they release globally. By the way, chat, if you have not already, join the Gacha Hub Twitter community to keep everyone here up to date with everything going on in Gacha. It's also where we discuss gacha and have fun and share information and just chill with each other. It's the best, the biggest, the fastest growing gacha community on Twitter. Now, I stated, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day. on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. I'm going to be holding a second beta test before the release globally next year. This was actually very unexpected. I'm super excited to see what they do. I was flown out to a sponsored showcase for Enfield at Gamescom, and it was one of the coolest gaming experiences of my life. It was. So was Tokyo Game Show. I mean, I've done videos showing everything that happened at Tokyo Game Show as well. And then I got to participate in an event at the Tokyo Game Show as well, which was also very cool. I got to meet the global and the Japanese community managers for the game. They were incredibly friendly. So the experience I had at Gamescom chat, they were, the guy, I'm not going to name his name. I don't know if he wants to be revealed, but he was very, very friendly. He let me play the game on his phone. He made sure everything was handled to perfection. I got to meet at the event Gotcha Smack, Genazad, Plus and Minus, Rexland, Steparu, and like I think one or two other creators off the top of my head, I don't remember. And the event looked incredible. Like I have so many pictures and videos of the event. It was a phenomenal experience. And I got flown out to Japan for a similar event, which was admittedly the Gamescom one was better. I don't want to, cause any friction here between the convention communities, but the Gamescom one was definitely cooler and bigger, more grandiose. But Japanese community manager was also very nice, very friendly. She like pushed people out of the way to get me to my chair so I could record all the footage I needed and everything. And yeah, I had great experience with both of them. They helped set everything up, answered every question I had, were very courteous. I appreciate the respect and professionalism for Hypergriff. I can't stress enough how much I enjoy working with them as a studio, because I've done, I don't know, countless sponsors for Arknights, the OG, and I've done now a few for Arknights Endfield. And I appreciate that they've been so easy to work with, that they've been very hands-off. They're one of the few studios that I actually really do genuinely appreciate and genuinely like. You're a great streamer. Thank you so much, Listerine. I appreciate that. They're one of my my five favorite gacha studios to work with, having worked with them on Arknights and Arknights Endfield content for the last several years combined. This is gonna be lit, and I am super hyped, chat. And then to follow that up, I know technically it's unrelated, but I mean, since this is too small really to warrant a dedicated video. Shut up. This is too big to warrant a dedicated video. So I'm going to include it here and do kind of like a compilation video here of Arknights Endfield and Neverness, Everness. Confirmed, Hada Studio will be moving to a new location soon. That is really cool. So again, like much like with Arknights Endfield, I was flown out to Gamescom to do sponsored Neverness to Everness. I was flown out to Tokyo Game Show to do sponsored Neverness to Everness as well. I've been sponsored by them 3 times now, like 3 or 4 times at this juncture. Like I had fun with the game. I don't care that some people don't like it. I genuinely could not give any less fucks than I currently give. If you don't like it, then cool. If you think Inanta's better, cool. If you think, oh, just gonna be TOF 2.0, cool. I don't care. I had fun when I played it. I'm gonna play it at launch. And unless they manage to somehow mess this up, I think it's gonna be a fun game. They confirmed, though, that they are moving studios, which I think is very cool. Because once again, as Genazad here pointed out in his tweet over on Twitter, their studio before, was a little small. So it's definitely an upgrade from where they were before. But I do genuinely like, I do genuinely think this is actually very cool. I think it's definitely deserved. If they're gonna have a large successful game, they're gonna need the studio to back it up. I think. Date is still unknown about when they'll be moving. Probably next year. The tribalism, you need to choose your tribe or you're not allowed to play any. I am so grateful that my community doesn't give a fuck and lets me play whatever the hell I want. And I like that y'all just enjoy gaming in general, chat. I'm glad that you can all enjoy playing all the different games rather than a single one. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.